Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Oh, it's the Wendy Williams experience, everybody. And thank you so much for being here today. If you're just turning us on, well, you missed out. Had an author of another great book come in. Courtney Parker. Her book is in stores right now. It's called Running Game. And it's the story of, Rolonda's here. It's all about her. Wow, you haven't aged one bit. You look fabulous.
I have been dying to meet you.
We met, except you were actually hosting your show.
No, but I wanted to, I'm sorry.
No, sit down. Sit.
We'll talk about it.
You
y'all.
look fabulous.
Thank you. So do you.
Wait a minute, Rolanda.
Wait, let's get up here on this thing.
Okay.
It smells good in here.
Thank you. We
Do I
got
get headphones?
the grapefruit.
No,
it's okay. Because we're not going to ask you to do a freestyle.
Oh, okay.
No. Pull up the microphone.
Okay.
Right now it's at breast level. Are those implants?
No, girl, these are real. Are we live?
Yeah.
Well, then please tell everybody. Don't they look good?
Yeah, they do look good.
It's all about a bra.
Yeah, that's a
It's
good
all
bra.
about buying a bra.
What bra is that?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
You have to look. I'll remember. No, Felina.
Okay. What is that?
line.
One of those $90 bras or something?
No, 30 something.
Oh, okay.
But it's all, you don't have to go under the knife.
All right, so wait. Everybody freeze. First of all, Rolanda Watts was a newscaster in New York. Then you went on to be, she's a Spelman girl.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Loud and proud, she's a Spelman
Loud and
girl.
proud. Magna cum laude, 3 years. English and theater arts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Work it out. And then she hosted the Rolanda Watts, the talk show Rolanda. Mm-hmm. My present makeup hair person is your past one, Steve Lindsay.
Oh.
He says to tell you hi. He was going to try to stop by.
Hello to him.
He's fabulous. And so let me just ask, I noticed you're wearing, at a peripheral, I thought it was a wedding ring.
No.
So you're not married?
No.
Dating? Young? Dating young?
I'm dating.
Is he young?
Young, old, I'm equal opportunity. Girl.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah. That brief thing with Al B. Shore. We're not going to dwell because I think everybody knows that. We only have a limited amount of time. Yeah. I want to know what's all doing now.
What? Who?
What you're doing?
What I'm doing? I'm launching a new show. That's what I'm in town for.
Okay, tell.
I'm launching a new show called Lie Detector, and it comes on every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on PAX. And basically, we're taking people who've been accused of something. Some people have been convicted of something. Some people are the accusers.
Right.
And we bring them on the show, do a nice little magazine piece on them, and with reenactments, and show you what happened in their life. They got them in all this hot water. Then we hook them up to a lie detector.
Right.
Dr. Ed Gelb, who is one of the world-renowned polygraph experts, is our lie detector chief, and he puts them on the top of the line lie detector equipment, and then they come back to me, and I reveal whether they were telling the truth or whether they're a liar. Wow. You know how Trump says you're fired?
Yeah.
I say you're a liar. And we, our premiere show, which was a couple of weeks ago, we had Paula Jones on talking about the scandal with Clinton.
Really?
We've been able to book some major exclusive interviews that a lot of the news organizations can't get.
And so, wow, it sounds a little bit like Celebrity Justice.
Well,
or Current Affair, and it's a cross between. What's it on PAX?
It's on PAX. So what it is, it's journalistic. The people are ripped right out of the headlines. Then we have some average Joe Schmoes who want to come in. Like
right.
we had a guy who said, he came on our show and he said, hey, look, I'm not the perfect husband. I do get into verbal altercations with my wife.
Right.
I have punched her a couple of times, but I swear I did not push her out the second floor window like I'm accused of.
Right.
The man had served time for it. He said, I hate walking around my community and everybody saying, oh, that's the man who pushed his wife out the window.
Right.
And he said, I didn't do it. I'm not a perfect guy, but I didn't do this.
Okay.
So they come to our show battered, beaten, spread across the headlines. They want to set the record straight. And you know how it is. You've experienced this when you see someone vindicated because they got a chance to have a voice, to hear their side of the story told. It's an amazing show. It's a great story about human nature, great show about deception, great forensics. And it's on PAX 9 p.m. on Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday night?
Every Tuesday night.
When does it start? It's already
It started 2 Tuesdays ago.
Oh, okay.
So next Tuesday, tune in for our 3rd episode.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, what is network TV? What's all been happening with that? Because certainly, you were a force at one point, and then you disappeared. We didn't know what happened to you.
I've been out in Hollywood acting. I've done about 20 guests. I've been like a professional guest star for the past few years. I've been in everything from JAG to West Wing, One-on-One, Sister Sister, Bold and Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, Complete Savages. I did 2 films, one with Carol Burnett's late daughter, Carrie Hamilton. I played Dorothy Dandridge the hour before her death. I've been out there being creative and busting out a whole nother career, man.
Yeah.
You know, after you have an internationally syndicated talk show for 4 years, what do you do next, Wendy?
I don't know.
There's no lateral move from that.
No.
So you better bust out a whole nother career.
Yes.
And I was a theater arts major back at Spelman. I always wanted to be an actor.
Yes.
Always wanted to experience that artistic side of myself. And I said, you know, this is the first time in I can't tell you how many decades I have not been locked down by a contract. I've done well and invested my money.
Yes.
I'm going to go for my dream.
I'm glad she mentioned that, because I was going to say, well, how has your lifestyle changed from, you know, getting paid the big bucks, having your own show, to getting paid, and I'm sure, but guest starring.
Wendy, you know something? Everything in my life changed and nothing changed.
Okay.
My values didn't change.
Okay.
I still have a beautiful house in Hollywood Hills under the Hollywood sign. I pay, girlfriend takes care of her business.
Okay.
I handle my business.
Yes.
My friends laugh at me and they say, you know, everybody thinks you're a TV babe, but Ro, you're a real estate mogul.
Yes.
I handle my business.
Yes.
I invest my business. I have a retirement fund. I have real estate.
Good for you.
I have other things. In this day and age, you have to have multiple streams of income.
Particularly when you're a woman, because they try to say that once you're a woman of a certain age, no matter what your career is, you're no good to anybody.
Let me tell you,
and nothing is guaranteed, even if you're married and you're happy.
Everything changes. That you can depend on.
Yes, and you only have yourself.
That's right. So I had to look in myself when my talk show was over, because where are you going to go?
Where
are you going to go? I had to look in myself and say, what else you got?
Yeah.
God gave you a bunch of gifts. What you going to pull out this time, girlie?
Were you in love at the time where maybe a wealthy man? I picture you.
No,
I always
I
picture
don't
you
do
dating
that.
wealthy.
You know somebody.
Where
No, girl, it's just me. I'm working like my husband.
But you know what? Do you were you in love at that time with somebody who perhaps said to you, "Listen, we can." Okay.
If that person had come along, I might have a different life.
Yeah.
But I had to roll up my sleeves and get back to business. I had to start all over again. Yeah. But it was a choice that I made. It was a choice. No, I wasn't nowhere near making the kind of money that you make in a talk show, but I was happy pursuing my dream. I didn't want to be 80 years old and go, you know, I could have gone to Hollywood if I'd only tried. I've been sustaining myself quite well for 7 years as an actor.
Would you want to go back to talk shows? Because, you know, they just canceled Jane Pauley. You know, Tyra Banks is out there. I never say never.
I'd be there in a minute, because I can do it. It's what I do.
Yeah.
You know, but you have to wait until time passes, and it's like, you know how it is in this entertainment business. You sit out on your surfboard and you wait for a few waves, a couple of small ones come, you say, no, that won't be so much fun.
Right.
I'm waiting for the big one.
Right. Nice. So now, did you have children, or did you adopt children?
No children. No children. I often think about adopting.
Is that you know who just adopted Edie Falco from The Sopranos?
I just read that today. And I started getting that maternal thing again.
Yeah.
You know, I was so busy all my life into my career, because there are times at this time in my life when I look back and I say, did I make the right decisions?
Right.
And the doctor says, you can still do it. Don't worry about it. But then, you know, I'm one of those old, I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I believe in a husband and a wife have a baby, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm that old-fashioned enough. But life goes on, and sometimes you have to really seriously think about that. And I'm in a time in my life where I'm thinking about those things.
Well, good.
Yeah, I got to find somebody worthy of these eggs, Wendy.
Wow.
Ro, someday your prince will come. Someday your prince will come. So, your life in California, is your show, is it going to be based out of California?
It's based out of California.
Excuse me, it's already on.
Yeah, it's already on. And we finished up taping, actually, at the end of March. And then I'm back to my acting and back to producing and writing and that kind of thing. Can I tell you this about my life in LA also?
Go.
We get stuck in a lot of traffic.
Yes.
It's really tough. And you're driving. My studio's in Santa Monica. I live in Hollywood. I can't tell you, that's like an hour away.
Okay.
So I've gotten into audiobooks. And I fell in love with you on the Wendy Williams Experience. All them, about 8 tapes or something. I couldn't wait to get to the next one. Then I would take my tapes out of the car, bring them into the house, and when I'm getting ready, get my hair did and my face on, I'm listening to you cracking up.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you.
And can I just say, I get interviewed by a lot of people. I don't go through this love fest. I'm not just saying that but you are wonderful.
Thank you.
And you are such a voice, and you have such courage and irreverence.
Thank you.
And you're brilliant. And you have constitution. inspiration, and I love you. And I just want to tell you that face to face. I mean that. You got me through traffic, girl, in Los Angeles. Do you know what that means?
You know, I'm on KKBT right before Harvey starts in the morning.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got picked up there in January.
Now I don't have to listen to audiobooks anymore.
Well, unless you're going to be up that late at night. You know, they're not quite ready for me in the afternoon yet. There's, you know.
They will be. You're doing such great stuff.
But, you know, now how about you and a story on your life? Because I know you probably have some very interesting tales to tell. Being a woman, being an attractive woman, going from radio, from news to TV. I remember there was a time in your television career when you really, this is right before you got your talk show, but you jazzed it up and you came out like Diana Ross, kind of sort of on the news. You had blonde extensions and you had more glamorous makeup than the other news girls, can I just say? I mean, you look like a showgirl doing the news, and next thing you know, you had your talk show. And to me, it all made sense. This is a woman who was trying to do something else. News kind of trapped you in a box of conservative.
You know something? I had to understand real quick, after 10 years beating the pavement on the weekend.
Yeah.
And breaking stories and still being on the weekend.
Yes.
Specials would come along. I'm still on the weekend.
Yes.
Never had a special.
Yes.
I finally realized you ain't gonna be the Monday through Friday anchor woman in New York City.
Right.
So I said, well, then I gotta change. And this new thing called reality and talk shows was coming along. Remember, that was very new back in the day. So I said, well, they said they didn't want to talk to me because I was too newsy. So I knew I had to change my image.
Right.
And that was part of it. It was part of making that change. And Lord, they had a fit, because back then black folks didn't have blonde hair.
And
we weren't wearing our hair extensions back then. I was way ahead of the game.
Exactly.
But I had to look more Hollywood and glamorous
and
to get people outside of news to consider me for another job.
Wow.
So yeah, it's all strategy. You know how this entertainment business is. And if you're real smart in entertainment, you will find at least 3 or 4 or 5 things you can do.
Yes.
Be a quadruple, sextuplet threat.
Now,
because you can't afford just to have one talent today.
Now, one thing about Al, he's a disc jockey, late nights.
Albie, I ran into Albie, Wendy.
Okay.
At the pre-Oscar Jamie Foxx party.
Who looks better? You or him?
He looks great.
Does he? I
have not seen him in
years.
a million years.
I picture him with the pot belly.
No. Always wondered what he was doing. He moved to Los Angeles, where he's hosting a radio show called The Secret Garden.
Exactly.
And we ran into each other. And I got to tell you, you know how when you run into a lover that you really, really love and admire, and you have nothing bad to say, and you always wish you'll see him again one day, and it's the one that got, it's that one. And then you run into them, and he walked up and he says, "Hey, lady," and I turned and I saw him, and it was like,
Now, were you looking rolicious?
Oh, no, I was looking rolicious. I had the new image, the new show.
Yes.
And he was looking great, and he told me what he was doing.
Is he married?
No.
Is he in love?
I don't know.
Did you go out
that.
on a date?
No.
You're just not interested.
I called him.
He
didn't return the call.
But you called him.
But I called him. I made the first move.
That's big. You admitted that.
I admit it. Girl knows what she wants. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no, you're not kidding. No, you're not kidding.
Threats. No, he's a good guy, Let me tell you something about Albie. This is what I always appreciate about him.
Oh.
When I was in local news, and I got that job on Attitudes before I moved to Inside Edition and then my talk show.
Right.
He was the one who said, "You're about to go national, lady. You're not local anymore." And he taught me how to deal with being a national person, because here he was, this big star.
Right.
And he's so disciplined. He's so good at what he does. He's not out there doing all that crazy stuff.
Right.
He would talk to me about discipline and focus, and taught me how to be national.
Wow.
And gave me that watch.
Oh, you still want him to call you, don't you? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm a girl like everybody else. At the end of the day, we're all pink and soft inside. You know that.
Oh, do I? That's my motto.
Didn't you teach me that on your audiobook?
Rolanda, thank you so much for coming in. Our time is up.
It was
everybody,
my pleasure.
It's every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock on
Tuesday
PAX.
night, 9 p.m. on PAX. And we've got some great guests. So come on and tune in and check us out.
Wait a minute. Can we extend this break? Affiliates, hold off for just a moment. I forgot to ask this. We're syndicated, so everybody's about to go into commercial.
Okay.
One question. Thank you for reminding me of this, Arthur J. Did you know that Puffy is raising Al's child?
Yes, and when I listened to your book, I met Albie just after the baby was born.
Yeah, but do you know that Puffy's raising the child because he hasn't been able to?
Quincy.
Yeah. I learned that from you.
Maybe it's
on the audiobook.
Oh gosh. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm serious. I didn't, you don't know everything at the time.
Yeah.
And then you look back on things and go, wow, I was in the midst of all of that. And I didn't know. I swear to you, I did not know.
Maybe it's best he doesn't call you back. He's not honorable.
Yeah,
or maybe he is honorable, but just can't.
I didn't get into all that, which is, I don't get into all the babies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just liked him as a person and the wonderful things he taught me as a career person.
Wow.
And I, at that point, maybe that's part of the reason we didn't get together, because there was a lot of drama,
stuff going on.
A lot of drama.
All right.
But he's a good guy, and that's all I got to say.
We're going to do our final goodbye. Sorry, affiliates, but that was worth the hold up. Everybody, we'll be back with the rest of the Hour of Truth. Bro, thanks so much for coming in. Thank you
Keep up
so
the good
much.
work. Continued success.
Thank you. And you also.
Yeah.
Wendy, man.
I drove yesterday to get you, but that book is fire! Yes, honey, you did it again, honey. You did it again.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
God, I love Rolanda Watts. She was honest the way Vanessa Williams was honest. And I look at them like in the same vein. Just fabulous, beautiful, making it work, doing it. And she gave Al her telephone number, and they exchanged numbers, and she called him, and he hasn't called back. That is honesty for your ass. I appreciate it. I love it. Didn't you love it? Oh. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, I got some Lil Kim information from my girlfriend, Diane. Wait, hold on. I'm not ready for that yet. I just first wanted to give you a blind item, and then I just wanted to do a sidebar. Well, I was on to Britney weight loss a while ago, and I had heard all the word. But anyway, I'll just read this to you real quick. She's finally speaking out. The actress has hit out rumors that she took cocaine to help her lose weight. The actress has recently shown off a slimmer, more svelte physique, but she is horrified at the suggestion that she used the narcotic to help her trim down, insisting she has never tried cocaine. Here's her quote. I have never tried it in my entire life. I have never even seen it. I am always way too high strung. I can't even take Sudafed. Can you imagine? Oh my God, my heart would explode. Okay, whatever. Hi, Murphy's mom. You just keep your daughter happy. And for the listeners, read between my lines. I wish my mom would back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Yo, mom, can you run up to the Bronx for me? All right. Got a blind item real quick. It's the street DJ. And he is paid a pretty handsome amount of money to a very respected street, hip-hop-y street publication to do a spin on a very true story about the street DJ being a snitch. So the magazine, because it's all out, like everybody saw. I blind item the street DJ being a snitch, a couple months back. Do you remember? So anyway, the street DJ is now he's actually puts out mixtapes and stuff like that. He's finding that he's being approached in like snitcherific ways. So he went to this very credible street publication, gave them money for advertisements, for I guess his CDs and whatnot, his street mixtapes, but also to do an article with him that would make him look other than a snitch. Just thought I'd put that out there. And you could put that where?
Put that where?
Back there. All right, this just in. What's today's date? Oh, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Happy birthday, Millicent Scott. And you're listening to Wendy O. Williams. Back in Ocean Township, that would be my, Oh, it's Wendy O. Williams. St. Patrick's Day. Dateline, New York City today. Grammy-winning hip-hop diva Lil Kim was convicted Thursday, meaning today, of lying to a federal grand jury investigating a shooting outside of a Manhattan radio station. She was convicted on perjury and conspiracy, but acquitted of obstructing justice. Prosecutors accused the petite singer of telling preposterous lies to the grand jury, relying on her eyewitness testimony about the 2001 gunfight outside of Shot 97. The shootout occurred when Lil Kim's entourage crossed paths. We know the rest of that. Lil Kim's assistant, Monique Dopewell, also was found guilty of perjury and conspiracy and acquitted of obstruction of justice. Both defendants shook their heads as the verdicts were delivered. The singer's supporters broke out in sobs. Wait, I'm not finished. Keep the typewriter going. That was a dramatic pause. I'm learning this as I'm reading it, because literally this is still warm off the fax machine, and I had no time. I'm learning as I'm reading to you. Lil Kim, known for her revealing outfits and raunchy raps, has testified that the gun battle reminded her of the slang of her legendary mentor, Notorious B.I.G., even the September 11th terrorist attack. Oh, and even the September 11th terrorist attack. She says, yeah, she akined the shootout to the terrorist attack. Okay. Oh, God, Kim, really? Let me finish. It was a heartfelt day, like the day Biggie was killed and 9/11. This was a very serious situation, she testified. I could not come into a grand jury and purposely tell false statements and lie. But she did. Assistant U.S. Attorney Kathy Sable told the Manhattan court that the 4'11" Kim referred to throughout the trial by her real name, Kimberly Jones, had repeatedly lied to them, just as she had done to the grand jury. The testimony was preposterous. It was insulting. It was insulting to your intelligence. It was insulting to the judicial process. This is what Sable told jurors before they returned with the verdict on perjury, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy charges. Sable had belittled the defendant. Okay. Sunglasses on Kim. Did not notice two people who were at the scene, the manager and the friend Suf, both who have since pled guilty on gun charges. All right, I'm trying to get to whether the girl goes to jail or whether it's a slap on the, I don't understand what any of this means. Hold on. You would have got it. Let me get down to the bottom of this. Lil Kim has testified after shooting. Testified in length. All right. Look, they go into, her musical career and all like that. We know that. We're fans. What does this mean, counselors in the audience? I'm going to just read you the most pertinent part of this whole thing, which was the first couple of sentences. Kim was convicted today, of lying to a federal grand jury investigating the shooting outside the radio station. She was convicted of perjury and conspiracy, but acquitted of obstruction of justice. I'm still lost. What does that mean? This is a job for Hunt Hamlin and Ridley. Hey, Ray. Can one of our legal friends call up, please? Everybody else just fall back from the phones. We got to get a legal analysis going. Can we call the law firm of Berger and Associates? Can we do something? Let's go to the telephones and see if somebody can legally speak to us. 866-GET-WENDY. What does this mean? Lil Kim was convicted of perjury and conspiracy today, but acquitted of obstruction of justice. I don't know what that means, but all her fans broke down and sobbed in the courtroom. What does that mean? All right.
It's Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God!
The Wendy Williams Experience.